Okay, Hare Krishna. Welcome to our weekend discussion after a long time. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramanandamaadhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnapristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine नमो महाविदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रधायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरहक्षये नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्तः नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छः कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. So, as I said, we will have maybe some brief discussion. So I was going to ask you guys, do you sometimes feel that your sadhana is not as good as what you will like to be? Do you sometimes feel your sadhana has gone down, or you are not satisfied with your sadhana?
Uh, uh, for me, Prabhu, if I can go first,
Yes, please.
I feel like I can do better all the time. I feel like my time management and everything is little poor even now. I do still feel like I can do better. But other than that, it's quite stable. But I think I have room for improvement and I want to like kind of do that, but I'm not able to. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? So everybody feels your sadhana is doing good. You are on the right path. Nobody feels.
Mine also same, Prabhuji. Sorry, actually, like, I'm about to reach home, so yeah, Prabhuji. Mine also like it was earlier, kind of on off.
Kind of on and off.
Used to actually.
How about Chitra Mataji?
It's as always like Vridanya Mata ji said, like कभी कभी लगता है बहुत कुछ करना है और करना है और करना है, लेकिन कर नहीं पाते हैं, और कभी कभी स्मूथली जाता है. So, चल रहा है, लेकिन जितना मन में सोचते हैं करना है उतना फिजिकली हो नहीं पाता प्रैक्टिकली. बट लाइक प्रभु चैंट एनीवे, चैंटिंग करना है, थोड़ा तो पढ़ना है, जितना हो सके कोशिश करती रहती हूँ. Definitely want to do more and more, and yeah, as much as possible. Hare Krishna.
Anybody else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, actually, I have a question.
No, first you have to answer what I asked.
Yeah, related to that only. The basic question: what constitutes sadhana? What exactly, what are we can consider inside sadhana?
Sadhana is basically our prescribed duties on in devotional service. It includes your chanting, reading, hearing, practical service, and of remembering Krishna, right, in various ways. So that is sadhana. So that's why I started the question with: do you feel sometime that your sadhana is not as good what it used to be, or it's not as good what you will like to be, right? Sometimes we think, oh, previously I used to do much better, now somehow my sadhana is not as good, or we feel I'm not doing as much, I will like to do more. So that's from where I started. I will tell you for myself, I feel that last few months my sadhana is not as good what it used to be or what I used to do, so it's not as much. And what I heard recently, see, having that feeling that okay, whatever I am doing is not as much, I will like to do more, is a good feeling. It's good to have that sort of feeling that I am not doing as much or I'm not doing what I used to do. Okay. So in one sense, it's sign of sincerity that we feel I could do better than what I am doing. Okay, so it's sign of maybe progress in one sense, because whatever I was doing earlier, maybe I'm not satisfied with that. Right? Earlier, if I've been chanting 8 rounds, for example, okay, for anybody I'm saying. So if you have been chanting 8 rounds and now you feel no, my sadhana is not as good. Maybe I want to do more. Okay, I'm not satisfied with what I have been doing, either in terms of quantity or in terms of quality. So in that sense, if we have that sort of feeling, in that sense, it's a good sign. But in reality also, if you sometimes feel that really I'm not doing as much what I used to do. Earlier I used to do 16 rounds, now I have decreased to 8 rounds. Okay, earlier I used to study 1 hour, now I'm not able to study. Earlier I used to listen 1 hour every day, now I'm not able to listen. Earlier I used to do that much service, now I am not able to do. So if we really feel that way, that earlier I was doing much better in terms of quantity or quality, but now I'm not able to do as much, what could be the reasons? Okay, so recently I was hearing one lecture describe three main points actually in that. One thing is maybe our food is not correct. Okay, so if our sadhana compared to previously, if our sadhana really has gone down, you are not satisfied with what you are doing now compared to what you were doing earlier. One thing I said is it is sign of sincerity. At least you are having that sense of guilt feeling. Okay, so that is a sign of sincerity. But at the same time, there could be some external factors. One is our food is not right. Okay, maybe the food which we are taking, or we have been maybe taking food from some source which is not as pure or which is not offered to Krishna, maybe. So our food is not correct. Second thing could be our association is not correct. Maybe we have been associating with some people who are affecting our consciousness. We are not having actual proper devotee association, but we are having some other association which is negatively affecting our consciousness. And the third thing is maybe some Vaishnava aparadh. Okay, so maybe we have been committing knowingly, unknowingly some Vaishnava aparadh, which is affecting our sadhana. Okay, so first of all, to understand or what am I doing? Am I doing my regulative duties, my sadhana properly or not? Now, there are few things actually when we are moving forward in our spiritual life. Sometimes we go back, right? As I said, somebody has gone to 16 round, then they again step back to 8 round, 4 round, or even stop chanting altogether, or again picking up 4 rounds. So in that way, our sadhana is going up and down, up and down, up and down. And we even do not feel negative or feel some sort of guilt about that. So there are four symptoms for our kind of decrease sadhana. Okay, I will give you 4R principle. First R is reduce sadhana. Okay, our sadhana has reduced compared to what we used to do earlier. So it could be chanting, it could be hearing, it could be reading, it could be practical service. So from any particular aspect, whichever we were feeling that, okay, I was doing something, and now we have reduced that sadhana. For example, in the case of Bharat Maharaj, we know Bharat Maharaj, he left everything, he went to forest, right? He renounced everything. And in the forest, he was doing his sadhana, he is doing his devotional activities, he is every day morning performing fire sacrifice also. So in that way, he is engaging his in devotional service. He has a certain standard of his devotional activities. Now, because he saw one deer, the mother deer, she's trying to protect herself from the lion, and she jumps across the river, and because she is pregnant, and during that running, she gives birth to a baby deer. Now Bharat Maharaj see that, and this baby deer, he has no shelter, and he is struggling for his life, and Bharat Maharaj has pity on that deer, and Bharat Maharaj, he brings that deer with him to his ashram wherever he is staying, and now he start taking care of that deer. And while taking care of that deer, so in one sense, Bharat Maharaj, he was thinking he's showing compassion, right? He's showing compassion to that deer. But while showing the compassion towards that deer, what did Bharat Maharaj do? He reduced his sadhana. Okay, so he stopped doing the activities which he was doing earlier. He stopped performing his sacrifice, his yagya. He is always thinking of this deer now. Is this deer okay? Where has he gone? Is he safe? So he's always thinking about that, or just taking care of the deer, patting him, feeding him. So in that way, what did Bharat Maharaj do? He reduced his sadhana. That is first R in our kind of degradation in our sadhana. We somehow reduce our sadhana. In case of Bharat Maharaj, he had only one deer. In our case, we have so many deers. Right? What are these deers in our scenario, in our case? Our family, our health situation, our phones, our social circle, right? We have so many deers in our life. So while taking care of all these different things, somehow we reduce our sadhana. Okay. And second R is, yes, we have reduced our sadhana, but then on top of that, what do? We start giving, 1 minute. So we reduce our sadhana, but on top of that, we start giving reasoning to justify that reduced sadhana. Okay, we think it's okay. Once in a while it happens. Today I'm not feeling well, so what is the harm? I can chant less today. If I did not hear, what is so big deal about that? I did not read today, what is so big deal about that? So we start justifying. Okay, we start giving reasons to justify our reduced sadhana. Rather than having the guilt about that, oh, I'm so fallen, I have reduced my sadhana, I'm not doing my activities properly, but we justify. For example, we are following the four regulative principle: no onion, no garlic, no tea, coffee, all those things. But somehow if you are going on a trip outside and you think, अरे एक दिन खा लिया तो क्या हो जाएगा, इतना तो चलता है, इतना तो flexible होना चाहिए. Right? Sometimes people will also tell you like that. So you go to some relatives, and your relatives will tell you, you should not be so hard, so fixed. You should be some flexible. Life should be some flexible. You should not be so rigid about this. So people will also give you these sort of excuses, and you also, your mind also start giving this sort of excuse that, hey, today I'm outside, so it's okay if I ate today. So what is so big deal about that? एक दिन अगर अनियन गार्लिक के साथ खा लिए तो क्या हो जाएगा, एक दिन टी कॉफी पी लिया तो क्या हो जाएगा? So rather than feeling the guilt, we start giving reasoning to justify that. And then the third R is ritualistic. Even though we are doing our sadhana, we are doing our prescribed activities of chanting, reading, hearing, service, etc., but we make it as a ritual. Okay, so we are just doing it for the sake of doing, but our heart is not there. We are chanting, Hare, I have been told to do 16 round chanting, so I have to just finish it. Like you have a chore list, right? To-do list, and you have to just do check mark. You have to just check mark the boxes. So in that way also, sometime we make it as a ritualistic activity. So what is the difference in ritual versus spiritual? So S plus ritual, that becomes spiritual. So when we add the spirit to the ritual, then it becomes spiritual. So we need to have that spirit that, okay, I have to put my heart into that. Okay, I've been chanting, I'm anyway spending 2 hours in chanting. So why don't I put my effort, my energy into that and be conscious with the holy name? I am listening, so let me listen attentively to take some message home. I have been reading, let me read attentively to understand the meaning. Not that, okay, my target is to read 10 pages a day, so let me just read through 10 pages. But after reading those 10 pages, what did I really gain? Did I understand anything? So, not making it as a ritualistic activity, but having the spirit in that. And then the fourth R, which is a sign of our degradation in sadhana, is restlessness. Okay, you are always restless. Mind is just going here and there. By doing sadhana, our mind should become peaceful, but our mind is restless. So these are the 4R, which is kind of as an indication of our degradation of sadhana. Anybody will like to summarize? What did I speak? The 4R.
Reduce sadhana,
The first
reasoning,
thing is reduce sadhana.
To justify reduced sadhana, ritualistic, and restlessness.
Okay, so reduce sadhana, then reasoning to justify. Third thing is ritualistic, and the fourth one is restless. Okay, so we need to understand, we need to keep an eye on this. How is my sadhana going on? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Have I reduced what I used to do? Am I happy about that? Or am I having feeling the sense of guilt about that? Now, 3A principle to improve our sadhana or to improve our spiritual life. First A is alert. We need to be always alert. Okay, we need to be alert towards our spiritual activities. So there is one very beautiful phrase actually. We should be Krishna conscious and we should be Maya cautious. Okay, so we should be always Krishna conscious and Maya cautious, because Maya comes in various ways. Maya attacks in various ways. And our mind is actually one of the agent of Maya. So we need to be always alert about our spiritual activities and what kind of people we are associating with. So always being alert. For example, if we are not in the association of devotees, in that time, the Maya can bewilder us in many different ways. And staying alert is not just for new devotees. Okay, even a person who is in Krishna conscious for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, they also need to stay alert against the attacks of Maya. Even Srila Prabhupada will say, right? Srila Prabhupada will pray to Krishna, please save me from the attacks of Maya. So if Prabhupada can pray like that, then what is our situation? We should not start feeling that, okay, now I've been practicing for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, so I'm safe. We need to be always alert. Even a liberated person, they are afraid of Maya. Okay, they want to be alert against Maya. So the classical example is Shukdev Goswami. Shukdev Goswami is defined as a liberated soul from his birth. Now, Shukdev Goswami, when he was in the womb of his mother, we all know this pastime. Shukdev Goswami, when he was in the womb of his mother, he did not want to come out. Okay, why? Vyasdev has been pleading with him, please come out, please come out, and Shukdev Goswami does not want to come out. And his reason was, if I come out, Maya will attack. So I don't want to come out in this material world. And Vyasadev goes to Krishna, and Krishna comes personally to the ashram of Vyasadev, and Krishna tells Shukdev Goswami, you come out from the womb of the mother. And Shukdev Goswami says same thing. I am afraid of Maya. Maya will attack me. I don't want to come out. And then Krishna gives promise that my Maya will not attack you. You please come out. And then finally Shukdev Goswami comes out from the womb of the mother, and as soon as he comes out, he runs towards the forest. So Shukdev Goswami, who is a liberated person from his birth, he is afraid of Maya. Then what is our situation? So we should all be very alert towards the attacks of Maya. And see, we have so much information, we have so much knowledge, we hear so much about this, that, oh, Maya is very dangerous. We should always be, we should always guard against Maya. So we have all the information, we have all the knowledge. There are so many trainings there. Right? There are so many courses there. Somebody may have Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Bhavav, all the courses done. They have all the information at their fingertips. But if we are not alert, all that information, all that training may be useless. So we need to stay alert, just like a soldier on the border, right? Somebody who is protecting the border, they are staying on the guard there. They have the proper training. They have the weapons to protect against the enemy. So they have all the paraphernalia there. They have the proper training. They have the weapons, everything. But if the soldier is not alert, the enemy can attack. In spite of all his training, all the weapons, he will fail. The enemy will attack. So same way, not just having that information, not just keep hearing, oh, Maya is very dangerous, Maya is very dangerous, we need to be careful. So we need to be alert against the tricks of Maya. Maya can attack, Maya can trick us in so many different ways. We cannot even think of all the different ways Maya can attack us. Okay, and that's a completely separate topic, the different ways of Maya's attacks. So we need to stay alert. Now, how do we stay alert, or what do we do to stay alert? So the second A is association of devotees. So always be in the association of devotees. Not that, okay, I'm coming for some festival once in 2 months, there is some festival in the temple, so I go, I take association. So in that way, I'm okay, I'm taking association of devotees. We need to be regularly taking the association of devotees. See, what is the meaning of association of devotees? Okay, who will like to tell?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, association means getting inspired from their qualities, learning from their behaviors.
Okay, good. Anybody else?
Talking to the devotees and kind of understanding what kind of sadhanas they are doing and how are they doing, or the plans that they have to like make their sadhanas better or something. So we might get an idea like and get inspiration like how to do our own sadhana.
Okay, good. So taking inspiration from other devotees, um, taking guidance from other devotees. So yes. Yeah, so the association means first thing is to reveal our heart to the devotees, right? So sharing our practices with devotees, taking their guidance. So I'm chanting these many rounds. I'm reading this topic these days. I'm reading from Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, this particular section. So revealing our heart, and also revealing heart means revealing our struggles. So I'm having this challenge. I'm having this problem. So sharing our heart with the devotees, revealing our heart, and for that it means to have develop faith with the devotees. So we need to put trust in devotees, and also we need to become faithful to the devotees. Not that somebody tells us something out of confidence, out of faith, and now somebody has told us their struggle, right? Out of showing faith in us, trust in us, but now we go and start telling other people, oh, this devotee is like this, he is like that, she is like that, he is having this challenge, she is having this challenge. Somebody had put trust in us, but we have kind of destroyed their trust, their faith in us. So association means to reveal our heart, to put faith in the devotees, to earn their faith, and also to inspire and encourage devotees. Okay, so somebody tells us, I'm chanting 8 rounds. So kind of encouraging them. Very nice. You're doing very nice. So I'm reading 15 minutes every day, 30 minutes every day. Very nice. You are doing so well. So like that, kind of encouraging and inspiring others. So that is the meaning of association. Association simply does not mean physical proximity. Right? It's not that I go to temple, there are hundreds of devotees there. I went, I sat there, I did not talk to anybody. I came back, and now you feel, oh, I took association of devotees. That is not association. Okay, so you were in physical proximity with devotees, but it does not really means association. Association means when you share your heart with others, when you reveal your struggles, take their guidance, take inspiration from them, put faith in the devotees. So that is the meaning of association. So devotee association is very, very important. Also, even when, as I said in the first A, that is alert, even when we are with Krishna, we need to be alert against Maya. Okay. Even when you are with Krishna, you need to be alert against Maya. Now, somebody may say, but why is that needed? When we are with Krishna, Maya is Krishna's energy. Will Krishna not protect us against his Maya? Right? When we are chanting the holy name, by default, will it not protect us against Maya? Yes, Maya is Krishna's energy, but we still need to be alert against Maya. Example is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kala Krishna Das. He is in personal association with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the trip of South India, Kala Krishna Das, he is with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But at one place, he got attracted to the Bhattahari woman and he left Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and went behind them. So he was with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is Krishna himself, but even though in personal association of Krishna, he got distracted by Maya. But now because Krishna personally there, Krishna will protect us. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dragged him and brought him back. But what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after he dragged him back and he brought him back to Jagannath Puri, and at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him to the devotees. Okay. Nityanand Prabhu and other devotees said, what kind of nonsense person is this? He left me and he went behind this Bhattahari woman. I don't want to see his face now. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what did he do? He gave him to devotees. And devotees are now thinking, what should we do to protect this Kala Krishna Das? and they all are thinking, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has rejected him, what should we do? So they all came with one plan, that we should send him to Navadvip, because at least Kala Krishnadas, he was in personal association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has witnessed the activities of Mahaprabhu, and the devotees in Navadvip, they're always desiring to know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hear about him, about his whereabouts. So we should send Kala Krishnadas to Navadvip. So they all came and told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about this proposal. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, do whatever you want to do, send him. So they sent him to Navadvip, where Navadvip, in the association of devotees, Advaita Acharya and all other devotees are there. So this Kala Krishna Das was sent into the association of devotees to stay there with the devotees. So more than the association of Krishna, even when we are in association of Krishna, we should be alert of Maya. And how to protect against that? To be in the association of devotees. Okay, so first day was to be alert. Second day is association of devotees. So that's why association of devotees is so much important. Why? Because devotees will keep an eye on us. They will keep asking us, Prabhuji, how is your chanting going? Prabhuji, how is your reading going? How is your listening going? Are you coming for temple for your service? Are you doing your service? So we'll keep asking. Somebody will keep asking us, and they will keep bringing us back on the track. So that is why association is so important. And we should understand, first of all, what association really means. Okay, as I said, it's not just physical proximity. The third A is aspiration. Okay, when we are in spiritual life, when we are in the association of devotees also, what is our aspiration? Okay, what is the purpose of our coming to temple? What is our purpose of coming to the satsang program in the association of devotees? What is our aspiration behind that? Do we have the right aspiration? Our aspiration should be to develop love for Krishna. Our aspiration should be to go back to Golokadham. So that should be our aspiration. But if coming to temple, coming to satsang program, our aspiration is that, okay, I don't have any friends, I don't have any friend circle, so at least coming here gives me a good social circle. Anyways, I don't know anybody else, so here I can get to meet so many people. If that is our aspiration, then our aspiration itself is wrong. Or sometime in devotee association, Matajis may feel, I get to learn so many new recipes. Okay, to some recipes, kind of Gujarati recipe, Bengali recipe, this, that. I'm learning so many nice recipes. So that is the aspiration for coming in association. Now, is that a good aspiration? Yes, those are all good things that, okay, you get to do those things also. But our aspiration should be to develop love for Krishna, to go back to Godhead. So, first of all, we need to have the right aspiration. So if we are alert towards Maya, we stay Krishna conscious, but we stay Maya cautious. And how we can do that? By staying in the regular association of devotees, where we reveal our struggles to the devotees, where we kind of open our heart, discuss with them, tell them what we are doing, and I ask from them what they are doing, how they are able to uh, go through the challenges in their life, because everybody has challenge. Nobody can say they don't have any problem, any challenge in their life. Somebody has one type of problem, another person has another type of problem. Okay, not that somebody is completely free from any problems, any struggles in life. So we should take inspiration from others. Somebody else has a small child and they are able to practice, so I should take inspiration from them. How are they able to manage? Somebody else is having kind of a high profile job and very busy work schedule, but still they are able to manage their sadhana. So I should take inspiration from them. How are they able to do? So taking inspiration, kind of revealing our heart. So the point from where we started, basically introspecting. Okay, introspecting, is my sadhana going well enough, or is there a scope of improvement? Am I doing better than what I used to do, or I have reduced what I used to do? Okay, in both ways, actually, it's a good sign, good sign of sincerity, that we are sincere for progress in spiritual life. And what could be the reasons for our degradation in spiritual life? Because we have reduced our sadhana and we are justifying it. Okay, we are giving reasoning to justify it, and we are making our sadhana as ritualistic, or we are restless about so many other things. And how we can improve our spiritual life: staying alert, staying in association of devotees, and having the right aspirations. Now, having said that, we read in Bhagavad Gita where Lord Krishna talks about so many qualities of a divine person, the divine qualities. Okay, chapter 16, divine and demoniac qualities Krishna is mentioning. So there is a list of qualities which is considered as divine qualities. Again, chapter 13 also, Krishna is listing so many qualities as a quality for a divine person. There are so many qualities listed. Out of those qualities, what are, if you have to pick 2 or 3 qualities, which are the topmost qualities need to have for progress in spiritual life? What will you
Patience,
say?
patience, dhairya,
Patience, dharya, okay.
enthusiasm. We should be enthusiastic and determined.
Determination, okay. All are good qualities, right? It will be difficult to pick what are the topmost if you have to pick top 3 qualities. So all are
But we need
good qualities
patience.
to have. So
Patience.
yes, in Nectar of Instruction, Rupa Goswami is saying Nishayat Dharyat, Utsahat Nishayat Dharyat, right? So he is saying Utsahat Nishayat Dharyat, enthusiasm, determination, and patience. That one should have these qualities. So yes, those are good qualities. We need to have those qualities for progressing in spiritual life. But there are something else which are the most important qualities actually that one should have. Okay, so Chitra Mataji mentioned Nishchat, Dhairyat, Utsahat. Anybody else?
Prideless, Prabhuji.
Prideless? You said prideless, Mataji?
Prideless.
Yeah, prideless.
Faith.
Okay.
Faith.
Pride. Faith. Okay. Balaprabhu says faith. Okay, good. Anything else? Ridhanya Mataji, Satish Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, like sincerity and out of all, I think I feel like a truthfulness to himself, and then approach senior Vaishnavas and other things. But I think then that is the one quality I feel, and then should never think about, should never do Vaishnava aparadha. I think that is again and again scriptures are reiterating.
Avoiding Vaishnava Aparad. Okay, good.
Yes.
I feel like renunciation and self-control is uh, topmost quality
And self-control. Yes.
of senses. Yeah.
Yes, we are getting closer actually. So the one quality which I was looking for is tolerance. Okay. Now that tolerance is in 2 ways. Tolerance is tolerating the urges of the senses, basically senses and mind, and also tolerating the outside world. Somebody has done something to you, and rather than reacting to that, so kind of tolerating those external situations, external circumstances. So that is one very important quality, is tolerance, internal tolerance as well as external tolerance. The second quality, which is very, very important, is compassion. Okay, daya. Showing compassion towards others. So tolerance basically includes forgiveness, right? As I said, tolerating the external situation means not having the feeling of tit for tat. And forgiving the person if somebody has done something wrong to us, forgiving that person. I will tell you one story, okay, to make that point. So generally, basically, I'm speaking to myself. It's very difficult to practice. It's easy to say, easy to speak these things, but it's very difficult to practice. So this tolerance, compassion, forgiveness. Once one person, he had taken a loan from the king. Okay, so he has taken 10,000 gold coin loan from the king, and he did not pay back his loan in time. Now king has got him arrested. Now king is going to punish him, and this person is pleading to the king, please, please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me. I will definitely pay back your loan. Please forgive me this time. So finally, king forgives him. Okay, he tells him that, okay, I give you some more time. You can pay back your loan. This time I will let you go. So this person, now he is released. He comes out. As he's walking on the street, he see another person. This person has taken 50 gold coin loan from this person, and he has not paid back his 50 gold coin loan. So now this person, he start yelling at this person, and he calls the soldiers and get this person arrested, and he brings him in front of the king. Please punish him, he has not paid back my $50 50 gold coin loan back. I want to get him punished. And king said, first I will get you arrested and get you punished. So you are the one here who did not pay back my 1,000 gold coin loan, and you were pleading for me to forgive you, and now you want to get this person arrested and punished because of the 50 gold coin loan which he has taken from you. So that is our situation. Okay, we have been making so many mistakes, breaking the laws of the Supreme Lord, doing so many offenses, so many sins, but we expect Krishna to forgive us. Right? We keep praying to Krishna, please forgive me for my sins, please forgive me for my offenses. But if somebody commits something wrong towards us, we immediately have that mentality of kind of either yelling at that person or trying to do something negative to that person, think bad about that person. So we need to remember that we are being forgiven by Krishna for so many different things, so many mistakes which we have been committing. And same way, we should also be forgiving to others. We should tolerate all these external situations. And the best thing to understand is whatever has happened because of my own some previous karma. Right? As Srila Prabhupada, one very classical example in Canada, Srila Prabhupada, he had one devotee, I forgot his name, I think Mr. Mishra or somebody. And he is appreciative of what Prabhupada is doing, but one day Prabhupada goes to a Christian school, and sitting there, Prabhupada is speaking about Krishna conscious philosophy, and this person gets up and start yelling at Srila Prabhupada. Why have you come here? Why are you speaking this? These are Christian people. This is a Christian school. Why are you speaking your philosophy to them? And he started yelling at Prabhupada in front of everybody there. So later on, Prabhupada, when he came back, and Prabhupada was about to leave from Canada after some time, Prabhupada told, bring this person. And devotees told, but he insulted you, he yelled at you. And Prabhupada said, it may be my own karma. He just became an instrument. So Prabhupada is giving an example with his own behavior, and but we sometimes it happens to us and we are not able to take all these situations, and we want to get back to that person, right, with a mentality of tit for tat. So this tolerance is a very, very important quality if we want to progress in spiritual life. Without tolerating the urges of our mind and senses and tolerating the external situations, it's very difficult to progress in spiritual life. And then compassion, having that feeling of compassion, daya towards others. And the third thing is, which Balaprabhu said, having that faith in Krishna, okay, having that surrender towards Krishna, that Krishna is always there to protect me, to guard me, rather than having that sense of fear. We should always think that Krishna will take care. Krishna will ultimately protect. Let me do my duty. But Krishna will take care of this situation rather than having the fear in our mind. See, even the outside world people, they think a devotee should have these qualities, right? If you are very afraid of certain situation, the other person will say, "Arey, you are devotee of Krishna. आपको भी डर लगता है? You are not having that faith in Krishna. आपको भी डर लग रहा है?" Because they think you are devotee of Krishna, so you should be fearless. You should have that surrender, that submissiveness to Krishna, that Krishna will take care. So these are some of the very important qualities for us to have to progress in spiritual life. Not that we have these qualities once in a while, we demonstrate these qualities, but we need to always have uh, these qualities. We should always be alert towards having these qualities. Okay, so I just wanted to keep it short today. Some things which I was focusing on, or kind of reading, listening, and introspecting on. So I wanted to share. Anybody else? Balaprabhu, you joined a little late, and I was asking in the beginning, everybody, how is everybody doing? And are you able to continue with all your activities properly?
Absolutely, Prabhu. Absolutely. The 16 rounds is automatic.
Okay.
But the quality of the 16 rounds is very suspect. It varies day to day. So that much. Yeah, so I think overall there's a lot of scope for improvement. But Fridays nowadays I shifted. Fridays I do my seva. There is, of course, there's infinite room for improvement. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody has any questions, comments? Anybody would like to add anything?
Yeah. Well, there is always an opportunity for a question here because of the things you mentioned. I have probably asked you hundreds of times before, but it's always Siksha is good. When sometimes you notice yourself slipping, but you come back, right? Chanting is the best example. The chanting, your mind has traveled elsewhere. Now it is back. So is it just long time sadhana, it'll get better, or is there something we can do?
Yeah, that is the nature of the mind.
Yeah.
If mind is flickering, mind will try to go here and there. We should just try to bring the mind back. Okay. So there is no kind of a shortcut formula. It's with years and years of practice when we try to be more aware or be more present with the holy name in chanting. Okay. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna, as Arjuna says, mind is chanchala and mind tries to go here and there. That's the nature of the mind. Mind will do his business. Let's keep doing our business.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Pavani, you have a question? Okay, I thought you are raising your arm.
Everything. She has no questions. Maharaj once said, it was so funny. He said, Pavani knows everything.
Okay, if no other questions, comments, I think we will end it here. And thank you everyone for joining on the short notice. And we look forward to seeing you and meeting you all soon.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. That was Pranav
Hare
only.
Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji.
All the
Kutodev.